You better work, you piece of shit. I don't like this whole stopping and restarting the recording. Just gets on my nerves. There we go. I think we're back on. Let me make sure. Hold on. I think there might be an app running in the background. Let me make sure that app is off. Because sometimes when I run Netflix, it'll keep itself on in the background for. Nope, it's not on. Well, shit. Well, let me just go. Fucking bitch, man. Fucking piece of shit. Okay, we're back. No, we're not, because we're at 0 kilobits. Motherfucker. You know what? I need to step away for a little bit because this is starting to make me aggravated. I'm going to go check on that water, and if the water's ready, I'm going to go water those horses. I'll be right back. BRB, water check. I'm back. Sorry it took a while. Watered the horses, took the excess water and watered the trees, which are hibernating right now. It's a little warm. Take off these sweaters. Whew. Come on. I'm so layered up, I think I'm stuck. There we go. Just throw on a comfy shirt too. Whew. That's better. Melody, my timekeeper, says 55 minutes left. Sweet. That was like what, 30 minutes? 30 minutes well spent. But you know what? The horses needed water, and this is a community service. You know, it's not like I'm getting freaking paid for it. It's not like anyone gives a shit. Well, I'm pretty sure some people do. And again, this is a project I've always wanted to work on. Just wish I was allowed to do it on my own time and not community service. So in a sense, I'm being forced to do what I intended to do in the future, but was hoping to do it like when I was a little more better off, you know. But right now I'm struggling, and I'm forced to do like free labor for the community to, I don't know, enrich my involvement into the community. But being forced to do it is like just fucking fuck the community. It's not like the community's doing anything for me. The community's doing jack shit for me. Fucking community involvement bullshit. But this is my stream, you know? Then I can fucking be as bitter and spiteful as I want to be. As long as I'm getting the work done. See that, everybody? I'm doing the work. I gotta do the work, but I don't got to be happy about it. And when I talk about the community, I'm talking about the local community. Like when I first started being public about this project, I thought the local community would be jazzed about it. The entirety of the reservation. And yeah, the tweets did get a lot of traction, but in the end, you know, getting jack all for it. Got a lot of like promises, like, oh yeah, like man, like I'd donate to this project. I'd love to donate. Just send me a link, man. Just post a link where I can donate and I will. Posted, but fucking nothing. So, got nothing but like positive vibes from people. Yeah, just send my positive vibes. You're doing a great job, man. Here's a pat on the head. Fuck your pat on the head. Give me some fucking money, man. I'm fucking struggling and shit. Give a jack shit about your good karma. It'd be nice if I were getting paid. And it'd be nice if I was using this time for community service toward actual paid commissions, which I'll be getting back to later today after this is done. I'm just sick and tired of like people wanting me to have like a positive outlook on life or like the community, and like that I should feel good because I'm doing good things. Yeah, fucking kiss my ass, man. Kiss the hairiest, sweatiest part of my ass, bro. Yeah, I'm being bitter again. Melody's saying, I'd rather see the community burn down. Yes. Thank you, love. Well, like, not the local community burn down, but like society at large. That would be nice. Just to see all of society burn. Watch it burn. Burn down. Down to the ground. It was a That was a cheesy South Park reference. Melody also says, and the smell of roasted humans filling the air with the acrid scent of scorched flesh. Burning skin, fun fact, smells like burning hot dogs. Because I've actually burnt myself before. I was like bringing firewood into the fireplace, like, and in doing so, I had scraped my hand against the pipe stove, the or the stovepipe, which was like red hot at the time. And what's funny is that I didn't even feel it at first. Like I brushed against it and it was like nothing. I just heard like a little sizzle, and then like the smell of like just burning or cooking hot dogs was just like present in my nose. It's like, what the heck? And then I checked myself to see where I got burnt, and sure enough, like there was like a small like a wound there, and then like in a matter of seconds, it just started to blister. But yeah, fun fact: burning human skin sort of smells like roasting or burning hot dogs. It smells delicious. It smells pretty fucking good, man. I am a very disturbed individual. But yeah, I still got to put the effort forth, put forth the effort to show that I'm a productive member of society, even though I believe I was being so in my own rights. The people involved have a different opinion, and I can't argue against that opinion, otherwise I'd be viewed as uh, being adverse to treatment, which would only warrant me more treatment. Just fucking sucks. No, I have it in my I had it in my plea agreement to where I could like elect to be part of treatment, but I could get off of it whenever I wanted. And I already tried that, and the judge denied it. I was like, fuck, it was in my fucking deal that I like if I want to get out of treatment, I could fucking get out of treatment. And this was like back in Vegas. And it was with the treatment counselor who like analyzed me and everything and just said, well, Mr. Blackhorse, there's really nothing wrong with you, so you don't actually need treatment. So we tried to work together to get me off of treatment, but since it was court ordered, like all she was left to do was like, well, I guess we just have to go through the motions. We just have to go through the motions and just try to get you done with this as soon as possible. But she was of the mindset, like, after talking to her and discussing with her over a few treat or sessions and her analyzing me, she just came to the conclusion, well, like, Johnston, you're of a very rational, reasonable mind, and I see no reason that you should be in treatment. Because in all actuality, it's like, in the end, like, treatment only works for people who need it and accept the fact that they need it. But it was concluded through the treatment in the previous one that I didn't really need it, and I just really elected to have it just to see what it was like. And once it was just seemed like I didn't need it, I tried to get off of it, but like fucking the judge wouldn't let me. And part of my reasoning for wanting to get out is because it was just making me depressed because of the whole like back and forth of having to like just bike all that way to and from treatment. It was just really running me ragged and just making me depressed too. And the fucking judge had the nerve to just like, well, that's what treatment is for. He's like, fucking you, goddamn son of a bitch, jackass motherfucker. Treatment is part of the reason I'm fucking depressed. But you can't argue that for some stupid goddamn fucking reason. Because, well, if treatment's making you depressed, we're just gonna give you more treatment. That'll make you feel better. Right? Right, champ? Right? You fucking idiot. It's like, no, you fucking piece of shit. God damn it. If I was of the capability and mindset, I'd fucking slit some goddamn throats. I wouldn't do it, but I I've entertained the thought, and I understand the people who freaking snap under treatment. They either snap, kill people, or kill themselves. It's like, you know what? I can see where they're coming from. Not saying that I do it, but I understand. And it just makes me feel better just being able to be open about these thoughts and emotions. It's like more therapeutic than treatment actually is. To where I can like talk to reasonable people who are willing to talk to me on a human level instead of like a analytical clinical mindset, just like treating you as some sort of oddity that needs to be um, deciphered like an enigma. But when I'm talking to actual legit people about all the shit that I have to go through, then it's like they're and wholeheartedly agree that like, yeah, I shouldn't have to go through all this bullshit. There are worse people out there who actually need this treatment, and like all this time, money, and effort is just being wasted on me. And I just fucking hate it. But I have to just go along with everything. Otherwise, if I don't, you're being adverse to treatment, so we're just gonna give you more treatment. Fucking sons of bitches. Fucking goddamn sons of bitches. Feels like somewhat of like an inhumane condition to just like have to force me to go through all this, even though like the opinion of the previous treatment counselor was like of the mind like, well, he doesn't need treatment, like He's mentally stable. He's reasonable and rational. And just, yeah, I'm not just fucking some psycho rapist, molester, or killer. I just want to get back on with my life, but it's just ever harder just having to jump all these fucking hurdles that the courts feel is necessary simply because it was ordered so by some jackass judge somewhere, and they're not going to question his orders, even though like um like my present PO like agrees that like I'm a pretty I'm a decent guy and whatever, and like he's had other guys that were much worse that have it a lot easier than I do, and he just keeps telling me to stick with it and just and like him and the current attorney both agree that I was like steamrolled in the whole pre-sentence investigation process, which really blew up my probation time to the degree it was. Because again, the prosecutor was pushing for 5 years probation, just five. That's it. That's the lowest she's ever gone. Because looking back at it now and learning about her record and knowing that she's fired for misconduct, the reason I think she gave me such a light sentence and 5 years probation is because I don't think she had a thing on me. And she was giving me this really light sentence hoping that I'd fucking take the bait, and I took it hook, line, and sinker. But it was only afterwards, once I was in the prison process and like ran into all the other people she was prosecuting. She was nailing everybody else to the wall, and then only like a year or so later, she was fired for prosecutorial misconduct. So in my mind, I'm thinking all of this, if this is all known, aren't those grounds for my case to be re-examined, reopened, and just like like reinvestigated by maybe like a post sentence investigator and saying like, well, this pre-sentence investigator was like must have been like high off her rocker or some shit, just because none of this makes sense to what this guy's actual character is. And it looks like this pre-sentence investigator did jack shit to investigate this guy's character. Because all that's here in the pre-sentence investigation report is nothing but her suppositions and her hasty conclusions drawn on her own prejudices. That's it. So I think this guy should just have freaking time served because he's served the time that was promised to him in his plea agreement. So like just fucking cut him loose. But no, like our criminal justice system is built in such a way that even though the prosecutor may have been guilty of prosecutorial misconduct in another case, for some reason that's not grounds to investigate all of her other cases that she managed. I mean that's fucking bullshit, man. Okay. Just I guess I just got to come to terms with the fact that my life is unfair and life is just going to keep shitting on me. Even though I do what I can to have a positive outlook, but then even that just never works out for me. Which is why after posting so many of these videos and getting little to nothing for it, no responses, no views, no positive comments, only just a few positive tweets here and there, and a lot of empty promises to like fucking send me some money to help support this project, it all comes to fucking nothing because nobody gives a fucking shit. God damn it. Anyway, Melody says, I get the feeling as well as that one of the reasons you were so badly treated as well as because you aren't white. Yeah. And she says, easy there, Squish Bear. Like, yeah, I know. Oh yeah, she was like saying that the system gives you a complete runaround, so you get lost in the system. Yeah, that's what it is. Its whole purpose is to just like, even if you're falsely accused of a crime and imprisoned, the process is set up to where even though if you're in there for complete false reasons, you're just given the runaround and expected to get yourself out of prison. Whereas if the prosecutors and like anyone of their ilk, if they know there's misconduct done, none of them lift a finger to help these some of these innocent people out. Because during some of my prison time on the inside, like learning and reading about some of these guys' cases, like fucking hell, there was an ex-marine in there, man. Like he was in there, he was in prison for misconduct of a minor, and that minor was his wife, and his wife was of legal age. She's like in her early 20s. But the reason they pinned him for misconduct of a minor was because she looked young. That's it. And it didn't matter, like his wife bringing her birth certificate to the judge and the court and everything and saying that she was a legal adult. They didn't care. They're just like they're just making him sweat in there in the process of what I call transit purgatory, where they just bus you from prison to prison to prison to prison and make you sweat until you're willing to sign a plea agreement. But fucking in his case, there's like nothing to plead guilty to because the minor they're accusing him of having sexual misconduct with was his wife, who is actually of legal age. She's not a minor, and it just fucking sucks. And this is why the laws need to change, and all these crooked prosecutors, heavy-handed judges, and um, just greedy lawyers and everything need to be rounded up for their judicial misconducts, found guilty of doing such misconducts, and ruled that all of their acts in the name of the law, as you know, like that they manipulated, is seen as un-American and unconstitutional, and just fucking sentenced to death and send them to the guillotine, lop off their heads, and you know, just make a really good, clean example of it. Like shit like this should not be tolerated, and it shouldn't be as rampant as it is. God damn it. Oh, now it says, you know, I care about you, nerd, more than anything. Yeah, I know. I just wish, I just wish there were more people like you who were caring and understanding and just, it's just like out here, I'm just surrounded by people who just don't give a goddamn shit. And if they did, like, stuff like this wouldn't be just so hard. If the legal system gave a shit, they would look into other possible prosecutorial misconduct from my prosecutor and re-examine all of her cases and just weed out like unjust unjust verdicts. Because the way I see it, there are like two types of verdicts. There are objective verdicts and subjective verdicts. Now, objective is like when, like, say someone is caught red-handed doing something like illegal, where, like, say a jewel thief is like caught on camera, like with a revealed face and like heisting some jewels. So yeah, like objectively they're guilty, but subjectively is like things like supposed DNA evidence or tampered like rape kits or just eyewitness accounts and things like that are like subjective rulings in my mind. So like all the cases need to be like divided between objective rulings, objective verdicts, and then subjective verdicts. And then the subjective verdicts need to be like kind of um, looked into, like re-examined with like a fine-tooth comb, and seeing like if there were any like prosecutorial misconduct, or if there were any new evidence, if there was any new evidence that would um, clear the name of like whatever guy was in that case. But above all, like any of the prosecutors like caught for prosecutorial misconduct, that should be grounds to lay open like the rest of their cases, like all their previous cases, and just make sure all of their work throughout that throughout those years has been legitimate. But like it's just fucking difficult. Melody says like the poor souls that are executed, and then suddenly they want to scrutinize the case after the poor bastard's dead. Yeah, yeah, just fucking sucks. What's the time, love? I think I got maybe 30 minutes left. I think I started at 1:30. Yeah, 32, 30, 3:30. But it feels nice being able to talk about this stuff again. Just like let my mind spill out into the internet ether. Melody says 30 minutes. Melody says, well done. Well, well done for what? What did I do? Did I do something good? Black Horse do good? Melody Squish Bear do good? Oh, guessing the time. Oh, yeah, okay, good. And getting that off your chest. Yes. Well, it's always going to be on my chest, but I feel like I just got to rant about it every now and then just to relieve that pressure. Because I don't feel like enough people know like how rampant like things such as like prosecutorial misconduct is. And it's not like they care anyway. Like no lurkers watching this video. I doubt any of them really give a shit. They just find it entertaining how much all of this upsets me. But I guess as long as people are listening, I'll keep ranting. Hmm. Oh, whoops. Oh, damn. My canvas is tilted. I just realized this open maw is a little lopsided. Like it's wider, it's more open to one side than it is the other. Stupid freaking airbrush. There we go. You know what would be fun too? After changing these laws and rounding up all these crooked politicians, conviction hungry prosecutors, lying judges. Along with all that, what would really be fun is rounding up some of these asshole U.S. Marshals too, because some of these U.S. Marshals have no right just being as freaking aggressive as they were. I mean, if it's not a bomb threat, gun threat, domestic violence issue, like who are these assholes to just fucking go around with guns and harassing someone who's not even really like a physical threat in the least? I think some of them just do it to be fucking macho jackass. Man, I'm talking about U.S. Marshals in fucking Las Vegas. The U.S. Marshals I saw here, they're actually pretty nice. They actually like talked to me about some of my pit bulls and, well, not my pit bulls, my family's pit bulls, and kind of got along pretty good. But the U.S. Marshals in Vegas, yeah, fuck those assholes. Being a little too heavy-handed. I like to round some of them up and have them tried and executed once I get my way, buddy. Just any excuse to fucking go around shoving their guns in people's faces. Goddamn dipshits. I've got a lot of axes to grind. Maybe I should start working on that. Announce my presidential run and see how far I get. Probably won't even get that far, but I don't know. It sounds like it might be fun. Just to rattle a few cages. get some of my opinions out there, hear all the gasps and whispers. Did he just say that? Oh my good. Be like a shock jock candidate. But I think it'd be more opportunity to just spread my political views and beliefs, change the system for the better, round up all the corrupt and crooked parties involved in a lot of the heinous stuff that goes on and have them all tried and executed. I think it'd be fun to run on that platform. Let's do it! Melody says, taking names and chopping noggins. Hells yeah! I remember some choice names I'd like to begin with. Yeah. But that fucking bitch of a pre-sentence investigator, I'm saving her for last because fucking my life shouldn't have been this hard. Like, I'd either be off probation right now or coasting to the end of it at this moment. But going as far as giving me lifetime probation when there's like hardly anyone ever gets lifetime for this shit. I'd love to see her head roll in the end. Not just like say, oh, her, she can go on the dismemberment list. Well, they're all going to be dismembered in the end. It's like after the guillotine does its job, like their bodies are going to be harvested for organ transplant and donations. So, yeah, they'll all be dismembered, and then like the remaining bits are just going to be turned to ash and mixed in with the cement or mortar so they can lay foundation for the new America, my America. Yeah. But yeah. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Someone liked one of my tweets earlier today. Let me see if I can find it. I was like, oh geez, people actually like this tweet. Let me pull it up. Do 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 do. Twitter's taking a while to load. Oh, this is probably what's like choking my bandwidth too. It's just I got Google Chrome running in the background. Okay, here it is. Someone liked my tweet, and it's like, this is the tweet I sent out. Let's make me president. Sure, I'll be a tyrant, but I'll be a sensible one. Let's tear capitalism out of the hands of the corrupt corporations and government and put it back in the hands of the people. Sound like fun? And I'd put hashtag Black Horse for president. Yes. May as well keep that ball rolling. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to close Google Chrome. But there's this off grid cabin in the woods build that I wanted to watch. No, I'll come back to it. And my coding boot camp. But yeah, I'll come back to it. There we go. That should free up some bandwidth. Melda says, "Oh no, Floof! Dismemberment in execution is there for limbs torn off by four wild horses in different directions." Oh, oh, that's being drawn and quartered. Yeah. No, I think I'll still go with the guillotine. Like, sure, I'm gonna be a tyrant, but I don't want to be like freaking that cruel. It's like the guillotine, and I've analyzed this like so many times in my head, is like in my mind, it's like the most humane way to execute somebody because there's like little to no chance of mishap, and it's quick, clean, and precise. I think that's the word I've been like trying to remember this whole time. It's quick, clean, and precise. Because all other various forms of execution have varying degrees of like going wrong, and it's not fun for the execution when that takes place. But the guillotine, it's simple, rudimentary, and just yeah, efficient. And Melody says, "Oh, I'd relish in that cruel." Oh, believe me, love, I would too. I've thought of like various different ways, like the giant blender that we had discussed previously. But I think in the end, like the guillotine is the way to go. Because though it is visually gruesome, it is the most humane. But yeah, on my shit list, I'd save that pre-sentence prosecutor for last. Because she fucked up my shit to no end. Fucking steamrolling me into this fucking bullshit. Freaking prejudicial cunt. Bitch. Old crone. Shriveled hag. Because I don't think I'd be this spiteful if not for her. Because if not for her, and I got the deal the prosecutor was going with in the first place, I would have done my time and be done with it, then get on with my life. But the way that pre-sentence investigator, that fucking bitch, set things up, I'm never going to be done with my time unless I go through all these freaking hoops and hurdles, and it's just a fucking lot to fucking deal with. That fucking bitch cunt. Ugh! I want to call her a whore, but calling her a whore would be um, slanderous. But calling her a bitch and a cunt is more like opinionative. And me calling her a bitch and a cunt is just my opinion. But if I were to go the extra step and call her a whore, that would fall under slander because she is not, to my knowledge, a sexually promiscuous woman who gives sexual favors for money. so I cannot call her a whore. Even though I'd want to, because it would be more vitriol her way, but in all actuality, that would be slander. But as far as opinion goes, and it is my opinion, she is a bitch and she is a cunt because just blowing my character out of proportion for the sake of landing me a longer sentence with an impossibly long probation term is a very cunt thing to do. That fucking dried up old hag. Fuck her. I hope she dies. And I hope she is dead of COVID. If she's not, there's more reason for me to run for president, change the laws, round up all these corrupt motherfuckers, try them, and sentence them to death, and save her for last. Because I would not be this bitter and spiteful if not for her decision to be this fucking egregiously draconian as far as punishment goes against me. So fuck her. Goddamn bitch. Anyway, um, Melody says disrespectful to sex. Yes, calling her a whore would be disrespectful to sex workers because sex workers by trade are supposed to be pleasant. This woman wasn't. Ah, good one, love. God damn, I fucking love you. I'm glad I have someone to be hateful and vitriolic with. Though my family does agree with a lot of my mindsets and ideals, I don't want to be this vulgar around them because I'm not this crass or vulgar around my family, especially my mom. But earlier today, I did refer to somebody as a bitch because that person pretty much is a bitch because she did some pretty bitch things. Like my cousin who passed away like a year ago. It'll be a year ago in December 11th is when her body was found. But when she was going through hard times, she wanted to see her daughter, and this woman was overseeing care of her daughter, but she kept coming up with these excuses like saying like, "Oh, she's off to school or she's off doing this or that or she's like sleeping or wherever." Just coming up with all these excuses for my cousin not to see her daughter. But this whole time, like, she wasn't in school. She was at home babysitting this bitch's children. And when the daughter was like asking to see her mother, my cousin, this bitch was saying like, "Oh, your mother wants nothing to do with you because like she's out there like doing this and that, and she just doesn't want anything to do with you. She disowned you, blah blah blah." It's like fucking somebody needs to punch that bitch right in the fucking twat. And she's doing the same thing to another girl. Like she's denying the parent access to see or talk to her child, where in the same time she's telling the child like, "Oh, your mother doesn't want anything to do with you. She's disowned you," and all of this. And she's doing that just so she can claim as many of these children as dependents, because like as the sole, like she's trying to claim herself as the sole benefactor so she can get more um, government and state assistance as far as like claiming them on her taxes and claiming them as dependents for her food stamps. And it's like, God, this fucking woman is evil. She is such a fucking bitch, because those are like just really bitchy things to do. He's a freaking goddamn snake. Anyway, Melody saying she's a scabber scale face shit miner. Good one. Melody also says with a face that looks like it was sculpted with an ice pick, right? And I assume you're saying that of both of these women that I'm referring to, my pre-sentence investigator and this fucking bitch of a woman that my mom was telling me about. I got a message somewhere. Sweet. Someone has paid me for a commission, so I'm going to be working on that sometime today. It's a simple sketch commission, so it should be finished rather quickly, I hope, depending on how complex I make it. But yeah, I'll message him back here in a bit. I guess after I'm done with with my community service. Melody says, I can't find nor hair of this PSI woman. Yeah? Sandy Schmidt? I think you found her name before, didn't you? You dug up her name, and I was pretty sure that's who it was. But if she died recently, and especially of COVID, that'd be reason to celebrate. Oh man, I'm out of coffee. And I'm sure there's people out there that are of the mindset is like, oh, Black Horse, like you shouldn't be so spiteful, hateful, and vitriolic toward people. And to them, I say, you know what, fucking jackass, fuck you. You haven't been through half of the shit that I've gone through. And a lot of my hardship comes from that fucking woman who saw fit to make my life hard just simply based on her conjecture and her prejudiced nature against me. She had the nerve to call my family like a broken household. It's like, bitch! Oh god, that is like reason enough to slug her in the gut. But I won't. Just save her for the guillotine, which is going to be nicknamed just Lady Justice's Backswing. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to see what those dogs are barking about. Melody says, I found. Oh, wait. I will chop off their fingers. No one steals my squish bear. Yes. Melody says, I found her name once before, yes, but she's pretty much turned into a ghost since then. Huh. Alright, I'm going to check what these dogs are barking at. Oh! Someone's walking up the dirt road over there? And I'm going to get myself some coffee. Oh my gosh. My gut looks so big on cam, and I'm pretty sure I gained some weight because of all the Thanksgiving food. Oh, oh man. Okay, when I get back, I'm doing more push ups. I'm back. Got me my coffee. 2 minutes. Can't be 2 minutes left. I think I got maybe 10 minutes left. Okay, push-ups. I promised myself I'd do some push-ups when I got back. Here we go. 9 push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out of my way, Fat Jack. 7. Move! Stupid cat. 8. 9. Silly Jack. What? It can't be time already. I started at... Wait, no. I think you're right. I'm looking at the wrong timer. Oh. You are right. That is time. I was looking at the wrong timer thinking I had 10 minutes left. Okay, yeah. Melly says, I promise you, Fluff. I have had the timer going for 2 hours. Alright, sweet. That is another day wrapped for community service. I gotta get back and do these push-ups, yo. Alright, if you enjoyed watching me draw and listening to me rant, you can go ahead and follow me, subscribe. If you want to contribute to this reanimation project, please, there's a donation link in the section below. It'll take you to my Ko-fi page, and there you can donate any dollar amount. If you don't, that's cool, but if you do, you'd be fucking awesome. And let's see, what else? I think that's about it. Melody says, also is winter. Cold weather makes the body store fat more to keep it warm. Stupid winter. Gotta grow more muscle. I gotta grow more muscle, that's what it is. Get more muscle to keep me warm. Ooh, yeah. Okay, that's enough being a friggin' jackass. But yeah, anyway, hope you enjoyed. Love you, Mel. My darling, sweet, honey kitty soulmate. Other people are like, fucking gross, man. This guy's such a simp. Yeah, fuck you. But yeah, I love you, Mel. Okay. So this has been Johnson Black Horse, the one and only, and till next time, I shall check y'all later. Sweet. Bye. Where's my mouse? There we go.